Last week, the nation was rocked by the tragic death of Emma Vikmahuna, one of the women fighting for justice following the cervical check scandal. 20 women have now lost their lives due to the scandal. We take a look at the history of cervical check. In 2008, a new screening programme called Cervical Check was established by the Fianna Fáil Green Party government. The contract for analysing 300,000 smear tests annually was awarded to US firm Quest Diagnostics. Sam Coulter-Smith of the Rotunda Hospital warned the government that outsourcing the service might cause cancer cells to remain undetected due to differences in terminology and the need for multidisciplinary teams to analyse results. A member of the National Cervical Screening Programme, Dr. David Gibbons, also raised concerns over outsourcing, which he claims former HSE chief Tony O'Brien dismissed. Dr. Gibbons then resigned from his position. In 2010, Clinical Pathology Laboratories, based in Austin, Texas, wins the contract to provide laboratory services for cervical check. 2 laboratories in Ireland also have similar contracts. In 2011, Limerick woman Vicky Phelan attends cervical check for a routine smear test and wrongly receives the all clear. In 2014, an audit of smear tests reveals to health service professionals that Miss Phelan had wrongly received the all clear, but she is not told about it. She is diagnosed with cervical cancer and receives treatment. In 2017, Vicky Phelan's cancer returns, and she finds out that her cancer was missed. She also receives the news that her cancer is terminal. On April 25, 2018, Ms. Phelan settles a High Court action against Clinical Pathology Laboratories for €2.5 million with no admission of liability. This brings the issue into the public arena. The HSE said it knew a review was warranted in 442 cervical smear cases, and more than 200 cervical smear results should have resulted in earlier intervention. Dr. Gabriel Scally was tasked to make an independent report on the scandal, including recommendations. On the 12th of September, the Scally report was published. Scally examined the procurement process from 2008 onwards and stated that costs were overemphasized as criteria for selecting the winning bidder. US labs had lower costs and quicker turnarounds for test results. Irish labs that tendered for the contracts scored highly in all areas, except cost. The US labs were cheaper. Documents on the tenders and contracts awarded under this process were destroyed in 2017. Scally found that as a consequence, some of the key material relating to the cervical check tender competitions was not available to the scoping inquiry. In memory of the 20 women who have passed away and those still fighting, we must continue to demand an end to outsourcing and an end to cover-ups.